Devising intelligent responses to rhetorical situations is difficult, but rhetoric offers a systematic way to think through these challenges. Since antiquity, we talk about rhetoric as involving 5 key parts. This video will explain these 5 key parts. Early rhetoricians called these parts the canons of rhetoric, and that's canons as in principles, not like boom boom cannons. These canons provide a roadmap to building speeches and a set of tools for analyzing speeches. So what are they? Well, first off, there's invention. With invention, we start with the assumption that the first thing that goes into a good speech is good content. Invention is the process of sorting through all the things that you could say and deciding on what to include and exclude. Invention means finding that right balance between what the audience needs to hear and what you need to say. Okay. Invention, arrangement. Once you've determined the content, then you need to think about how to organize the speech. How should you arrange the main points? How long or short should the introduction be? You need to think about how your audience is going to hear your speech in real time, and that's an arrangement question. Style. Once you know what you will say and the order in which you will say it, then you can start focusing on how you will say it. Some speeches are stylistically rich. Think of Lincoln's Gettysburg Address, for example. And others are more stylistically plain, say a conference presentation. Yet both of those speeches have a type of style, and you need to think strategically about how your audience will respond to your word choices. Memory. This part of rhetoric was really important for the ancient Greeks and Romans because they delivered really long speeches. But it remains important for us. If you forget your speech, you can't really deliver it all that well. And while not memorizing your speech word for word, you should know that speech very deeply. And memory techniques can help here. Delivery. This is usually what people worry about the most. Of course, if you've got the invention, arrangement, style, and memory parts down pat, delivery is probably not going to give you too many headaches. Now that said, delivery is hugely important. Projection, intonation, movement, these are all important parts of the performance. So these are the canons. So, as should be obvious by now, the rhetorical tradition is pretty Western. I wouldn't say that's either good nor bad, it just is. And any approach to public speaking is going to have its strengths and limitations. Thinking about public speaking from a rhetorical standpoint makes a couple of assumptions about communication. The importance of evidence and message clarity, the role of speaker authenticity, and so on. Rhetoric offers one way of thinking about speeches, but not the only one. Yeah, but an important one. I mean, let's be honest. Especially in an age of globalization. This rhetorical tradition works well for conference presentations, business presentations, lectures, fundraising pitches, so on and so forth. Why? Because rhetoric helps us analyze rhetorical situations, design appropriate messages, and perform them well. So I would suggest looking at the rhetorical tradition like a good set of tools. It's useful, it's reliable, but you have to decide when best to use it.